Sometimes you want to just listen to a book. Sometimes you feel like reading a book. I just found 10 top-rated Kindle Unlimited books that also have audio, and I can't wait to share them with you today. Hi, my name's Bea. Welcome to my channel. Mama needs to read romance or listen to romance. I was so excited the other day when I had a book that I was reading on my Kindle and then I saw it on my Audible. Many Kindle Unlimited books you can also listen to either on Audible or maybe on your Kindle if you have a newer one than mine. I'm not sure. If you click on a Kindle Unlimited book, then if it has the headphones next to the icon that says Kindle Unlimited, you are good to go to be able to listen. It's great to have that flexibility. There were a lot to choose from. I found 40 that were 4-star and above, and I thought I would share my top 10 favorites with you today. The first one I want to talk about is Highland Fling by Megan Quinn. This is one of those grumpy sunshine enemies to lovers type deals. We have an American and her best friend that wind up in Scotland. They accept a help wanted ad to run a coffee shop. It's a small town romance set in the gorgeous Highlands of Scotland, and it looks like there's some sparks that fly in between some insults, and I am very excited about this book. This one looks really interesting. Beauty and the Baller by Ilsa Madden Mills. I've seen some of her other stuff. It looks really fun. This is sort of a football romance. We've got a former Texas beauty queen and a former NFL quarterback who were sort of down on their luck when one night they have a one-night stand that doesn't go very well. We fast forward 2 years and they wind up being neighbors. He is a very beloved football coach in their small town. Yes, it's another small town. She agrees to help him by pretending to date him because everyone in the town is trying to throw themselves at this guy. So they start fake dating and then realize, oh my gosh, 2 years ago we had a one-night stand. So let's see if those sparks fly again. It looks like it could be good. This next one had me laughing as I was reading about it. Gouda Friends by Kathy Yardley. Oh my gosh, we've got friends to lovers here in this one, and it's over quite a bit of time. They were teenagers, they were best friends, and they were part of the nerd herd. They helped each other get through life, and now so many years later, she has decided, they're no longer in contact, but our heroine has just dumped her boyfriend because he threw away her cheese, and apparently that is a big problem because these people really like cheese. Anyway, she calls him up and utters the special code word goldfish, which means she needs some help. So he comes to help her fix up her life, but things get complicated. I love in the synopsis they talk about it being unbelievable. This next one is a celebrity romance by Soraya Wilson, #Starstruck. Zoe decides one day to angry tweet one of the hottest A-list actors in the country. His name is Chase Covington. Well, he decides to respond to her via direct message. Now it's time to put up or shut up. Is she gonna meet with him or not? And I have a feeling she will. The sparks are going to fly. I actually read about this couple in another book by Soraya Wilson called The Seat Filler, which you may have heard me talk about before. I loved that book, and if that book is any indicator, this one is going to be a whole lot of celebrity romance fun. What kind of romance booktuber would I be if I didn't include a book with abs on the cover? Here's one, Ache for You by J.T. Geisinger. Man, this one looks pretty steamy, and not just because of the abs. They say it's actually a sexy twist on a fairy tale. We've got Kimber. Everything is going wrong. She was dumped at the altar. She's now stuck in Florence, Italy with her would-have-been stepmother. And after her own dress shop business goes up in flames, she's now trying to save her father's dying business. Enter Matteo Moretti. He is an Italian fashion tycoon, and he wants to buy her father's dying business. This is an enemies to lovers that doesn't sound like it could get much steamier, and I'm here for it. I now present you with The Real Thing by Melissa Foster. This cover caught my attention immediately. He looks so darling, and he's got the dusty fingerprints on his shirt, and there's cupcakes in the foreground. I mean, what is a girl not to love about this picture? This book sounds as tempting as the cover. We've got Willow. She is a bakery shop owner. She was best friends with Zane since they were kids. In college, things definitely got a little steamy, but they've always been mostly friends. Well, fast forward many years, he is now an A-list actor, and he needs her help. Fake engagement, anyone? That's right, but perhaps it becomes more than that because their relationship has never been uncomplicated because there's always been something more. I can't wait to read it and see what happens. This book sounds bananas. Even the Score by Beth Ehemen. I don't know if I said that right. So we've got a guy, he's a single dad, he's a well-to-do sports agent, and he's getting worked to the bone. So he decides to hire another person to help him out. Technically, he's now her boss. Her name is Danica. They have a lot of chemistry right away, but she doesn't want to do anything with the boss. However, things get especially personal when it's discovered that she has a stalker. So he has to decide how far he's going to cross the line and what is going to happen. This one might be really emotional. It's called She Loves Me by Melissa Foster. We have Piper Dalton. She's actually a construction worker who was burned a long time ago by love. And even though the rest of her family members are blissfully happy in their own lives of marriage and families, she doesn't think that's ever going to happen to her. Then she starts to fall for a bartender. Now he is busy taking care of his nieces, but he has a bum ankle, so he definitely needs some help. But Piper warns him not to fall in love with her. He really thinks that he might be able to break her walls down, but apparently he makes a huge mistake. Will he be able to come back from it? Will Piper be able to be with the man of her dreams? This one looks pretty funny. It's called The One Who Loves You by Pippa Grant. We have a spoiled heiress who is very happy with her shallow city existence until her grandmother decides to relocate the entire family to a backcountry place in Wisconsin. And now she's dealing with all of the things you might expect when you have the city girl out in the country. She is not happy until she meets a dashing man who might just be able to help her get accustomed to life in the country. I couldn't help but include this. It jumped out at me, and this might be a little more women's fiction, but it sounds like it is romance. It did pop up for romance. It's called Crazy to Leave You by Marilyn Simon Rothstein. The heroine is 41 years old, which is my age. She's supposed to get married, and she gets a text from her groom at the altar saying that he's not coming. She had been trying to lose weight, and her mother's like, stay on your diet and freeze your eggs. It just sounds like just awful. But apparently this book is all about self-discovery, finding out who you truly are, and getting a second chance at love in the process. And it just sounds too good. Well, those were my 10 books. I have more, and I'm gonna do another video coming soon. I even have one just on fall books, so that should be good. Have you read any of the books that I mentioned? Are you interested in doing so? Let me know in the comments. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying whatever it is you're reading, whether you're listening or reading it on your Kindle or something else. Until next time, thanks so much. Take care. Bye.